I'm going to do a journal page, and I have put on some encyclopedia paper, just an old encyclopedia I got. I don't know where, found it somewhere, and then some, I have some scrapbook paper that looks like this, some that looks like old newspaper, and I just Mod Podged all that on, and it's sort of dry. And then I just made, I lettered out my own saying, and it says, "You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." And then I'm going to cut each of those words out and then distress them. So, oh, and then I have some more, things that I want to put on here. I want to put on some burlap, and I want to put on this striped fabric and paint it. So when I get that stuff ready, I'll be back. Okay, I just wanted to show that I wrote these words on a piece of paper. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. And then I distressed them with frayed burlap, Tim Holtz Distress Ink, and one of his little tools. So that's what I did with that, and then I'll put them on in a little bit. Okay, now I've got on some fabric, some striped fabric, and some burlap for texture. So I'm going to just Mod Podge that down. Mod Podge. Burlap seems to be a little tricky to get down. I really like this accordion player, so I think I want him to kind of stand out a little bit in this journal piece. Alright, so you get the general idea of that. I also made like little flowers, the flower part in with 3 different scrapbook papers. I used this scrapbook paper from K & Company. I used Tim Holtz letters for part of it. I just cut that out, these letters. And this same thing I used up here at the top. It's just a scrapbook paper that looks like an old newspaper. So I cut those out for the middles of the flowers. I'm also distressing the sides of the flowers with this little Tim Holtz distresser tool. And then I'm going to put some distress ink on the sides. Probably some walnut stain on the sides of the flowers. I don't know that I'm going to do that for the middle parts because the paper's too thin, but for this heavier duty scrapbook paper, I'll distress these. Okay, now I've got the Tim Holtz Distress Ink walnut stain out, and I'm just going to run this along the sides of the flowers to give them a little distressed look there. So there's one of the flower petals, and then place them like that. Alright, I'm going to spray some Delusions Cherry Pie on this. The outsides. I'm just going to mix it around. And then I've got some brown and red paint that I'm going to mix together. And that on the outside as well. I want my water. Oh my. This is way too red for me. I have to do something to figure that out. Alright, I decided to just kind of leave it this brownish orange. I'm going to go around the outside here with a gold dabber, the Adirondack gold dabber. I really like this color quite a bit. So we'll just go around the outside here. And see what we like. Just gonna put it all over. Maybe brush it around a little bit. Okay, now I've done that, and I've decided to put a little bit of this Red Ochre Artist's Loft acrylic paint on here. See what that kind of looks like mixed around. A little bit of water. Okay, now I'm just going to start to put background texture on. I'm going to use my Black StazOn, and this is just a stamp I made out of a flip-flop. Christy Townsend inspired little stamp. Get that all over. I'm going to get out my words. Not words, it's just like a script stamp. Get that on there. I will get out my chicken wire stamp. It's stamp that a couple places. I love this chicken wire stamp. Okay, this needs some white, so I'm going to have to get some white down on here. Just a little bit. Maybe it needs like a little bit of this Dylusion spray and a stencil-y background. Hold on. I'm going to put down with Glossy Accents glue my flowers, my stems, and my leaves. And the leaves I just cut out of that same encyclopedia or dictionary paper. The flowers they don't need to be on perfectly. So I'm just going to place that one there. This one here. I don't think I put my pin back in here. I don't know what I did with my pin. Oh, there it is. You keep it in here and then it just keeps this so open so that it doesn't get stuck up with the glue. It's a little rusty, but that's okay. Alright, so we'll kind of fold these flowers up so they get distressy looking. Alright, now measure this one down to the bottom. Oh. Oh, still need the glossy accents. I need to place my little leaf before I put the stem all the way down. Down. I just used brown paint on this. This brown and the ochre mixed together a little bit. And then place that leaf where I want it. Glossy accents. You can see my hands got a little bit brown from the brown paint I used. It's okay. Now, we'll dry that a little real quick here. Quick, dry. I know this is loud, sorry. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to put the words on and I will be back in a second. Okay, so I'm going to place my words here You are braver than you believe, stronger than you think, than you seem, and smarter than you think. I'm just going to Mod Podge them down with my Mod Podge here. Okay, I've Mod Podged the words down, and I've used a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen Big Brush, and I've outlined all of the words. Now I'm just kind of going in with some Distress ink, some fired brick, and doing the middle of these flowers a little bit. And I think I'm going to go in with some, a little bit of green in there. Moss on these. They need a little bit of green. They are leaves after all. Take a little bit of green down here, down the stem. And then I'll go and do a little bit of outlining on the stems and around the leaves. And then do a little bit of flowery kind of work around the flowers. Make them look like flowers. A little bit of doodling. And there it is. It's done. My journal for March 6th, 2013. Thank you. I decided not to end this. I decided to put some rub-ons on this. I think I want some swirls and some butterflies around here. So I'm going to do some rub-on swirlies. They don't have to be perfect. A little butterfly in here. A little butterfly in here. Butterfly in here. No. Some swirlies up here. Ooh. Wow, be careful with the rub-ons because some of the rub-ons will get on there that you don't really want. Sometimes it's better just to cut the part of the rub-on out that you want. Okay, well I guess we're leaving that there. It wants to be there, so we're going to leave it there. Let's see. Where else do I want swirlies? That needs a border. I think that's what I'm looking at. So we'll do this. Okay. There. Now, I like it. There's my journal.